Only 17 views? The kids just don't like Donkey like they used to. Let me see, what are 2020 kids into? TikTok? Baruto? Hell no. What is a Fall Guy? Fall Guys, it's fun. If you're hating on it, let me remind you that trashing on popular things doesn't make you a cool or interesting individual. I mean, yeah, it's a fad and it'll probably lose a lot of its player base when the PlayStation kids can't play it for free anymore, but it's the hotness right now. And I'm trying to cash in on some of this hotness, if you know what I'm saying. Every Fall Guys minigame ranked from best, or worst to best actually. Let's go!
Try!
Oh, sorry. I was just playing Perfect Match. You know what's fun about Fall Guys? That chaotic energy of always having to be on the move or else you'll be eliminated. Take that away and you have Perfect Match. The game where you don't even have to pay attention to win. You can just wait until everyone scrambles to a square and join them. The fact that this game honestly feels like filler since only a couple of people usually fall should tell you enough about its bootiness.
Okay.
Imagine making it all the way to the finale and having to play Fall Mountain. Yeah, it sucks. I like the idea of an obstacle course finale, but it's so lame to be hit even a little bit one single time and your chances of winning are thrown out the window. When I lose in every other finale game, it feels like I screwed up. It was my fault. But in Fall Mountain, it just feels like I got unlucky.
Okay.
I feel like team games are a bit overhated in the Fall Guys community. There's some good ones, there's some bad ones, and then there's Egg Scramble. This entire game just boils down to whichever of the two teams wants to bully the third team into elimination. It's such a hectic mess that it feels like you can't really do anything to avoid being dunked on if you're unlucky enough to be on the yellow team. There's my yellow team joke for the video. Laugh. Please!
Skip it about that.
I don't want to admit that I think I hate this one just because I'm garbage at it, but I don't know, kinda like with Fall Mountain, it feels like if you get hit once, your chances of qualifying are super reduced. This is also one of the more lazy feeling designs, just an uphill walk while fruit is being shot at you. I'll pass.
Okay.
Something about the big ball physics annoy me so much. Hoarders doesn't do anything too crazy that would bump it up for me. Every time that I play it, it seems that at the very end, it's always two teams struggling to keep one or two balls on their side, while the third team is chilling with like 6 balls. What an accurate depiction of our society.
Okay.
DoorDash, the game where you kinda just wait for other people to crash into the wall first and make a path so you can jump over their fallen jelly bean bodies.
Okay.
I would enjoy this one so much more if doing well in the first part didn't feel worthless, since this wall seems to always be closed and then everyone comes piling in. You also have to be really suckish to mess up the second half. Just kinda boring. Kinda feels like another filler game, to be honest. A way to weed out the sucky people who can't jump. Get out of the club then, boy!
Okay.
Does anybody else spend half the game walking around getting no rings, only to jump through a golden hoop in the last 20 seconds and think, "Yeah baby, we won because of me! I carried so freaking hard."
Okay.
Yeah, the latency issues regarding the tail mechanics can be annoying when you get melee Marth grabbed from 6 feet away, but this game allows the most head-on interaction with the other players, and it feels so good to juke them out.
Okay.
Block party could have been much higher if there was a bit less downtime in between each block. Take the last 30 seconds and apply it to the entire duration, and you'd be golden. By the way, if you're someone who likes to grab people during this, you are not cool. Please uninstall your game right now. Please do it right now. Stop watching the video. Do it right this instant.
Okay.
If your team is winning, then this game is awesome. But if your teammates suck, then you will suffer. Hopefully, most people know by now you need a good mix between offensive and defensive players, kinda like real soccer. Go figure, huh?
Okay.
Getting a good rhythm going with the spinning platforms is ultra satisfying, but the ball segment doesn't feel too threatening even if you get hit by them. Also, if you jump dive across this tiny gap towards the end, I can tell you lack real life confidence.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, the latency issues regarding the tail mechanics can be annoying when you get melee Marth grabbed from 6 feet away, but this game allows the most head-on interaction with the other players, and it feels so good to juke them out.
Except now, it's even more intense, since you can't rely on others to carry your non-tail having self to victory.
Okay.
This is Jump Club, but 10 times more exciting. The falling platforms and 2 bottom spinner bumper thingies make it feel like you have to plan out your spots very carefully.
Okay.
I've seen some other people's tier lists just trash Jinx for no reason, but like, why though? though. It's Battle Royale Tag. How is that not the best idea ever? I would freaking love a separate game mode for Jinxed, with some more added maps and whatnot. At Fall Guys, hey, you watching this? Probably not.
Okay.
Do you understand how seesaws work? If one person stands on one end, then it'll dip downwards, causing the other end to rise upwards. Got it? Okay.
Okay.
Do you stay to help your team push the ball? Or do you move ahead and try to sabotage the other team's balls? Both are good strategies that make this an intense team game that feels like it's not over until it's over. Or when the second ball starts to roll down the slope, it's over then. Just quit playing, bro. While writing the script, I just realized that this is the third version of the Tail game. Is it lazy? Yes, of course, but this version is the most blood pumping since there can only be one winner. I really wish I was recording this when I first played it because I juked every other player in the last couple of seconds so hard. It was so beautiful.
Okay.
You have to feel the timing of how the gates go up and down. If you can, then Gate Crash is a satisfying game to breeze through. If you're like me and mess up just once, then you will struggle throughout the rest of the minigame. And that's not fun.
Okay.
People who try to go down the middle path every single time are delusional. It's not going to work. It will never work. Please stop trying. This is one of the only games where you can mess up a few times and still have time to make it to the goal in time. I literally said time 3 times just now. Well, make that 5.
Okay.
I love and hate rollout. You truly have to be alert the entire game. But those last few seconds before the last person is eliminated just feel like an eternity. Slime Climb. This is where the boys are separated from the men. No matter how many times it comes up, it feels fresh and exciting to play. Trying to best how fast you can make it through, while avoiding those degenerates who stand at the end trying to grab people, makes this top tier free.
Okay.
Speaking of degenerates, every single player in Tiptoe is a horrible human being. I love the anticipation of everyone huddled together trying to push someone off as sacrifice to find the correct path, while you have that one dude who leaps onwards in hopes that their foolish curiosity wasn't in vain. That moment when someone finds the last block to the goal is such an adrenaline rush.
Okay.
Yeah, Hexagon is the best finale game, and even the best game overall, pretty dang free in my opinion. There's so many ways to go about trying to win. Do you stay on each layer of hexagons for as long as you can? Do you try to get a good group of platforms before anyone else? Or are you crazy enough to drop straight to the bottom and start disappearing every hexagon in sight? That moment when it's just you and one other person that you can't even see because you are so concentrated on making each and every jump count to their fullest potential. Thoughts of, please let this be over now, race through your head. And finally, you lose because life is unfair.